on this absolute grind that has been the Souris Valley season so far. They've once again played 10 straight games without an off day. But the Sabre Dogs have not slowed down at all. They've won 22 games in a row. Once again, for those of you tuning in, be sure to share this new link. Their Wirecast software. Cut out as Barlow hits this one to straightaway center field for out number 1. So Fredland, 4 pitches to Barlow, and he already records his first out. The young pitcher out of Williston State now facing one of the finest bats in Bloomsburg University history. Fredland from the stretch with the first pitch to Newbert. He'll lay off that one for ball 1. A 1-0 count. Fredland to Newbert. Here's the second pitch. Hits this one high and deep. But Joey Hayden on the run. Yeah, that one didn't quite sound like he got all of it off the bat. Instead, it's just a deep fly out to left. The player of the game. First pitch called strike 1 to Alex Crouch. Missouri Western's home run king. See what he can do here in his first pinch hitting opportunity tonight. Also has driven in 17 runs over the course of the summer. A good pitch on the second pitch of the at-bat from Kobe Fredland. Just missing a hair inside for ball 1. 1-1 count to Crouch. A righty on lefty matchup. Nobody on, 2 down. Fredland trying to retire them in order. Keep their run total at 7. A fastball just below the knees for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Crouch had a phenomenal spring. A .328 batting average and 16 home runs. 2 times at Missouri Western was he all conference. The 1-1, this one will skip to the backstop. Actually make that 3 balls to 1 strike. Skipping all the way to the backstop. The Pilots once again out hitting the Sabre Dogs. 10 base hits to just 9 total. It's been pretty competitive. The Sabre Dogs, once again, it's just been coming down to at-bats that have been crucial with runners in scoring position. That might have been the difference maker in this one. But the scoreboard, the 3-run difference might not be the total tale as Crouch hits this one off the fence in right. He's heading to second. Could be a close play, but nobody covering the bag. Alex Crouch with a 3-1 pinch hit double to deep right field. We move now to the 8th hitter in the order, Eddie Martinez. With a runner on second, 2 away. Martinez is 1 for 3 tonight. A spectacular base hit to deep left fields. So far on the summer, Martinez batting .344, an OPS just over 1,000. 4 doubles, a triple. Just 1 run batted in. That's pretty surprising. But he's also drawn 14 walks in just 47 plate appearances. He has a phenomenal on-base percentage of .563. Didn't like the first pitch, so he'll lay off for strike 1. It's a very patient hitter. As you see right there, he keeps his load all the way till that pitch is in the mitts. He's thinking swing the moment it is out of the hands. thinking yes, 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 no. Is that pitch coming in just high? I love the approach with Martinez watching that pitch out of the hand of the pitcher and all the way into the mitts. That time, he sees it. Chin music immediately getting out of the way of that one for ball 2. So he's got to collect himself here. 2 balls, 1 strike that counts. For Eddie Martinez at the plate, we got Eric Martinez on deck. Love seeing these new players come around for the Sabre Dogs. Over the past couple of weeks, Martinez, Eddie that is, has found himself nicely, not only as a very talented outfielder, now when he's out there finding himself solidified playing center field. But again, the .346 average, that's been a testament to how he's been able to get comfortable for Souris Valley offensively. The 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a fastball inside. Martinez just on top of that last pitch. But he's still alive here, 2-2. 5th pitch of the at-bat on the way. Just off the corner for ball 3. Fredlin offering a crisp hanger of a curveball. Ran off the plate and broke just a hair too low below the knees. And we've worked another count full. 17th pitch of the inning for Fredlin coming up. Base hit ball 4 approach for Martinez, and Fredlin will quickly turn around to second. Nobody holding on Crouch, but he'll retreat nonetheless. The sun casting a shade that shouldn't really be too big of a distraction for these Sabre Dog hitters. Not yet, at least. The 3-2. Just off the plate. And I believe that's ball 4. Indeed it is. Was full count. Martinez didn't believe it. We had Coach Kieran, like Tom Brady, week 5 against the Chicago Bears, holding up 4 fingers in confusion. Martinez is granted the walk. And with runners on first and second, we now go back to Eric Martinez. No time like the present to come up for his first base hit. See what he does with it here. 2 down. Trying to possibly extend a 7-4 lead for Souris Valley for more run support before the top of the 4th. I want to thank you once again for those of you who know others that might be finding difficulty finding the new link. We tweeted it out. Be sure to share it with your family and friends that might be watching elsewhere. The game did not conclude. We got 2 separate broadcasts. This one should keep us through the end of the game and the post game, brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust. Unless something drastic happens otherwise, I think we're going to have to grant our player of the game to Hunter Delanoy. He's been perfect at the plates. Martinez on the 1-1 count fouls this pitch straight back for a strike. Trying to straighten one out. Looks to Coach Kieran for a little bit of encouragement. He's got a 1-2 count now. The former Texas Tech product now committed to the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. See what he does here with the 1-2 pitch. From the stretch. Curveball, and this one's going to skip away from Collado. Both Crouch and Martinez will advance 90 feet on the pass ball. For those of you in attendance, we got dollar dogs, also plenty of cheeseburgers at a discounted price, maybe $3 for the cheeseburgers. So those of you tuning in, make your way to the concession stand before the end of the contest. perfect time for dinner, or second dinner for that matter. Martinez skies this one the other way. Bermuda's triangle between short third and left, but no problem for Jack Walton. Making the grab for out number 3, leaving 2 ducks on the pond. One last opportunity for the Red River Pilots. They need 3 runs before 3 outs to stay alive in this one. Top of the 9th next. It's Souris Valley 7, Red River 4. Top of the 9th is next on your home for Sabre Dogs baseball. Welcome back to the Magic City. Hopefully all y'all still found your way to the new link, because we've reached the 9th and final inning of regulation. The Red River Pilots just need 3 runs before Tyler Elliott gets 3 outs. He's back in contention for the save, and he rifles a first pitch fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1 to Jared Kirkman. So he leads things off, trying to do his job as the second leadoff man. And he's been pretty good at that so far this season, as he finds the right center gap on a line. A great leadoff, as the Pilots are fired up from their dugout. And Kirkman leads things off with a single. The Pilots once again out-hitting the Sabre Dogs 11 hits to 10. Seen great pieces of hitting against both contests here. Monroe and Kirkman chucking the hitting accessories from Kirkman. There's no first base coach over there. Now there is. Jackson Lucas, I believe, makes his way over there. Tyler Wiltshire, 0 for 1, steps in for his second at-bat tonight. He's pinch hitting for Tanner Thompson again. As Elliott resets from the stretch, he's got a 1-0 count. And the pitch. Check swing, and no appeal needed, they say. Went around, swung on and missed on a pitch low for strike 1. A ground ball could be trouble. We've already seen that middle infield. The new addition of Eric Martinez and the ever so trusty Jake Barlow twist a double play. Let's see if he can do the same if we get a grounder. This pitch, a fastball missing high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. A 2-1 count. Elliott still searching for his first out here, as well as his first save on the summer. He picked up the win in relief. What I called one of the gutsiest performances so far this summer. This is his first save opportunity. Here's the grounder. Martinez steps on the bag, whips it to first, twists it himself. 6-3 still equals 2. The ground ball from Wiltshire led him right to the bag. Steps on second in stride. And just like that, it's 2 down, and the base is clear for Jack Walton. Now the Pilots need 3 runs before Elliott can record one more out. Sabre Dogs trying to make it 23 wins in a row. This first pitch is fouled away by Walton. The young shortstop Jack Walton been playing like a veteran against a veteran group of pitchers on the Sabre Dogs and opposing teams. He was just a freshman out of Colorado School of Mines. 286 hitter coming into this one, and 2 for 4. That should improve tonight. That fastball just off the plate for ball 1. Walton trying to keep the game alive for the Pilots. They have to be perfect on every pitch from here on out. As that one misses away, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The throwback from Delgado goes up and over the head of Tyler Elliott. Two away, still nobody on here. The tying run would be in the hole currently. And the pitch. Pitch breaking above the letters. And it's ball 3. So Walton can be as patient as he wants if he chooses. 3 balls, 1 strike, looking for 1 speed, 1 spot. Elliott back in the stretch. He fires. Fastball, rope towards Martinez. This could do it, and it will not. The throw goes wide, leading Monroe towards Walton, towards home plate. And it's going to be E6. The throw sailing away from Monroe. Walton gets a job done, reaching base safely for the 3rd time tonight, but it's going to be the first error issued to the Sabre Dogs. The 3rd of this game total. Walton now on first, Jalen Lee the batter. The tying run is now on deck in the form of Josh Simon. Should Lee get on, I would think Coach Kier would make the attention. This is the runner that we cannot let score. That being Simon. But Lee's the batter. Elliott would still like to end things here. The 0-1 swung on, popped him up. Looks like it's staying in play. Crouch calls for it, and he makes the grab for out number 3. That's the ball game. How about those Dogs? 23 wins in a row. The coaches shake up, the players will shake up. And the Sabre Dogs with an astonishing 27-1 record. A great showing from the Pilots tonight in competition. A tough loss for them to swallow. Getting this close to victory and ending the winning streak. But the Sabre Dogs are back in the win column. We'll try to get Hunter Delanoy as well as Coach Kieran in our post-game show coming up momentarily, but don't you go anywhere. Stay tuned for the post-game show brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust here in the broadcasting booth. We'll be back momentarily. Once again, your final score, Souris Valley 7, Red River 4, and the Dogs win again. Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. Mitch Kieran coming at you live on your home for Sabre Dogs baseball in the First Western Bank and Trust broadcasting booth. As you see, your final score, 7-4. The Sabre Dogs win their 23rd game in a row. And tonight we are awarding our player of the game to a hitter that really quite deserved it, a guy who was quite literally perfect tonight, Mr. Hunter Delanoy. Hunter, great job tonight, man. Now, 4 for 4 at the dish. Now, 2 runs batted in. One of those RBI doubles was a big difference maker early. Just tell us about your approach tonight, because obviously everything was working in well for you.
Yeah, so it was a good game, good team win, but my approach is just see the ball and hit it hard up the middle, and that was my goal going in, and that's kind of what I did.
Now, absolutely. You're a guy that, picking things up from Coach Kelly over at Wayne State, a guy that stresses consistency. Now, that has obviously been the case for you so far this season. It was tough to see it come to an end on Saturday, but I'm sure like a brick you flushed it right away and able to stay that approach. Just tell us overall what are some other takeaways from this 7-4 win tonight.
It was just overall a good team win. I mean, it was kind of a tough start for us offensively. We couldn't really find many base runners and score a lot of runs, so we just kind of had to keep grinding as the game went on and just push guys across the plate.
Well, we're always very confident. You make it look just so easy up there. Any pitch that looks like a mistake over the inner half, you just find a way to find green out there in right field. So, obviously, we're seeing Red River the next 3 games. What are you hoping for to come out of this home series as well as the away one?
Well, I hope we win 3 more games, so keep it going.
Well, I love it. We're going for 26 in a row. Already got to 23. Hunter, great job as tonight's player of the game.
Thank you.
All right, so Hunter Delanoy. I want to thank you once again for the first time this season. Really, any game that Hunter has gotten multiple hits, he has put up a candidacy for player of the game. Only a matter of time before we got him here in the post-game show. And welcoming back on the post-game show, our skipper after a 4-game road trip and our win once again to remain perfect at Corbett Field, Coach Kieran. Now, this was 23rd in a row, and this one was one that was hard fought, and it really just kind of felt that the Pilots were at your heels the whole game.
Yeah, they played really well. I mean, they swung it really well, and we got out of a couple jams. We got 2 really big double plays that got us out of there, and then we had, was it 6th or 7th? We had a really good inning. I think we put up 3. That was a really good inning to kind of give us a little bit of breathing room. But yeah, I mean, Seth had a couple big hits for us. I thought Brett threw well. Tyler, I thought battled through some stuff, got some big outs in key spots, but yeah, hats off to Red River. They played a really good game, but I'm really happy we came out with a win.
And now again, this had to be a pretty, I would say, satisfying win. Coming 4 games on the road, 10 hours, making it back to home tonight after North Iowa, but you come into a game where there's 21 combined hits between both of you guys, and ultimately, it just came down to execution. I would say that's safe, as you mentioned, getting out of those jams plus situational hitting. And we saw terrific examples of that out of Hunter Delanoy, plus Seth Delgado coming up big tonight as well.
Yeah, Hunter was huge. He had a big hit that got us going on the board. That double, I mean, that's Hunter, though. He's just Mr. Consistency. It, had his first maybe off day the other day, so we knew he was going to come back, and he was hungry to play tonight. Same with Seth. I mean, both those guys had an unfortunate thing happen down in North Iowa, and then they came back, and that just says a lot about our guys and our team. Any adversity they're going to handle it well. I was super impressed by both of them.
Well, they handle adversity well, but again, those 2 are top hitters with averages over 440 coming into this game as team highs. They've just been able to keep that sustained level of success offensively. So for the next 3 days, 1 more here at Corbett, then 2 more away games back at Kraft Field for the first time in a while. So what are we kind of expecting to see for these next coming games against Red River?
Yeah, I think both teams have some good pitching lined up, so should be some good games. We just got to keep doing what we did today and, have clutch defense and have timely hitting.
Well, absolutely, Coach, as each of these wins are usually hard fought against the Pilots, but we're hoping to see more great games like we just saw. Congrats on win number 27 and 23 in a row.
Thanks. Go Dogs.
Well, that should do it for us tonight here from Corbett Field. Want to thank our broadcast producer for another great job, Mr. Justin Levy, plus another great job on the PA from Mr. Jacob Fletcher, keeping the fun in the stands, but as well for our other interns, Ty Barrett and Drew Fiddler, keeping the fun for Ballpark Ops, both on and off the field, and for our very own Kobe Brault. I'm Mitch Kieran. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to another home broadcast. Very excited to bring it back tonight. And tomorrow we'll be once again teamed up with Beck Sports, myself and Mick Tidrow. You can tune in either on your local listings if you're here in North Dakota or locally neighboring as well, or you can go to becksports.com, or we'll try to also stream the game on your home for Sabre Dogs Baseball, which is this YouTube channel that you're watching right now. Once again, your final score, Sabre Dogs win. 23rd win in a row, and it was a good one. 7-4 over the Red River Pilots. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great rest of your night.